But what about the ROUSs? Some townfolk have begun to take notice that a lone samurai has been venturing out into the mines nearby, and more noticeably that he is coming back out, alive. One man claiming to be a foreign investor has tracked down Hattori Hanzo and hired him to investigate and explore a claim that he has just purchased in the area. All our hero must do is see how big the mine really is and clear out any squatters that have moved in. Sounds simple, right? Hello and welcome back to the next episode of the adventures of Hattori Hanzo. Our character is progressing along very well and we are close to level 3. We now have a combat of 3 thanks to adding our Darkstone grip to our katana in our town episode. We have 850 experience towards the 1000 that we need to level up to level 3. We only have 30 gold right now, and we only have one visible Darkstone, which is our sword attachment. Let's join Hattori Hanzo as he begins his next adventure. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be doing Mission 2 out of the adventure book, Exploration. Our mission goal this time is to explore the entire mine, not including any gates, and defeating all enemies that we might come across. Some special rules for this mission. All exploration tokens with a clue icon have one less door or gate on them. Anytime that we reveal an exploration token, we roll a d6 for each door or gate icon on that token. On the roll of a 4+, we ignore the gate or door. While the hero posse marker is in the middle stage of the depth track, we ignore it on a 3+. And if the hero posse marker is in the last stage of the depth track, we ignore doors altogether. Whenever we find a dead-end room, which would be a map tile with no exits, we roll a d6. The roll of a 1, we get an epic threat, or in our case, a high-level threat since we are only a single hero. A 2 or 3, we add a normal threat, and a 4, 5, or 6, there is no threat. And for this adventure, we play Growing Dread cards immediately. Once we've explored the entire mine with all paths leading to dead-end rooms, and we've defeated any remaining enemies, the mission is complete. Rooms that only have gates as exits do count as dead-end rooms, so let's keep that in mind. Alright, let's begin our exploration of this mine. We do have 850 experience points towards level 3. We only need 150 experience points to level up. So let's hold back the darkness. A 6 will fail. Rolling for movement. 6, nice. Holding back the darkness. A 9 will do it. Rolling for movement. I think we're going to go towards the right for the first time. And didn't get very far. Holding back the darkness. 7 is good. Rolling for movement. 2 again. At least this time we do get to look in. And we find a rail tunnel. Let's see what exploration token we have found. We get 1 door, 1 encounter. So let's see if we are going to ignore the door. We do not. Let's see which way is going to be a door. And that way is our door, this way is closed off. Okay, and our encounter is pestilence flies. The buzzing from up ahead is nearly deafening as you get closer. Shining light into the room, the air is thick with a mass of black flies swarming around a large carcass. You begin to cough and choke as the disease-ridden insects buzz all around you, getting into your eyes, nose, and mouth. Heroes on this map tile may not use grit. Every hero takes D3 corruption hits. Okay, let's roll for that. Let's see how many we're taking. 2. Let's see if we defend. We defend 1 and take 1 more point of corruption, taking us to 3 corruption. Then roll a d6. On the roll of 5 or 6, every hero may draw a loot card pulled from the rotting carcass. On the roll of 1 or 2, what you thought was a carcass begins to move and stand, an ambush attack. Let's see what we get. A 6. We get to draw a loot card. We draw. This should come in handy. Draw a gear card. And the gear card we get is the Beast Hunter's Rifle. Range of 10, shots 2, +1 damage, or +3 damage against beast enemies. Once per turn, you may use the D8 for damage on one of your hits with this gun. Unfortunately, our samurai is unable to use guns, so we will just carry that for now and sell it back in town. Holding back the darkness. A 9 is good. Rolling for movement. 3. Holding back the darkness. A 4 will fail, getting us our first darkness card. And our darkness card is Eruption of the Dead. Bursting through the surface below, a horde of dead surround you, an ambush attack by 2 peril die of hungry dead. We are going to use our Tome of Vantaro to cancel that darkness card. Once per adventure, use to cancel a darkness card. Holding back the darkness. An 8 is good. Rolling for movement. And we will step forward 1 and look through the doorway. And we find the boiler room. Let's see what we get for our exploration. And we are attacked 1 door. And let's see if that doorway is going to be a dead end. It is, so we have a first dead end room. Okay, let's see if we are adding any threats to this dead end room. A 1 will be a high threat, 2, 3 a regular threat, and 4, 5, or 6 will be nothing. So no more, we just have this single attack. Let's see what we are being attacked by. And we draw 1 peril dice of Scourge Rats. So we will be fighting 4 Scourge Rats. Okay, before we fight our Scourge Rats, let's do our room encounter for our advanced encounters. This room has the encounter Steam Clouds. The room is filled with thick, hot steam pouring out of rusty, broken pipes running along the walls and floor. It's hard to see 3 feet in front of you, let alone who or what might be in the room with you. Any model on this map tile, or targeting a model on this map tile, ranged attacks only hit on the rolls of 6+, and these ranged attacks may not get criticals. Also roll a d6. On the roll of a 1 or 2, something else is in the room, and you're attacked. Draw a threat card. Alright, so as long as we don't roll a 1 or a 2, we should be fine. We're good. This will be my first time encountering Scourge Rats in a game. They are pretty fast. They have an initiative of 8. They use the Swarm ability. They may move through other models and gains +1 combat for each other adjacent Scourge Rat. They have a combat of 1 as their base. They do 3 damage each. They have 1 defense and 3 health. Not too bad. They will gain combat when they're adjacent to each other. Okay, holding back the darkness. 7 is enough. The rats will go first. Again, they have a movement of 12. So they will get around us quite easily. This guy will be rolling 2, this guy will be rolling 3, he'll be rolling 3, and he'll be rolling 3. I think we can handle all these being rolled at once, but you never know. So let's try that first. So it's going to be 11 die for 11 combat hits. And they do hit on a 3+. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, and 4 misses. Let's roll for our defense. We need a 3 or higher to defend. See how many of these we can block. Looks like we only did not block 2. And we'll see if our armor can absorb those hits. So we would be taking 6 wounds. And a 5+ on our armor, and we will not be taking those. Wow. So we only take 2 wounds. Excellent. Alright. Let's see if we gain a grit. We do not. We do have 3 combat now, thanks to our town visit and getting our Darkstone grip installed in our katana. Hitting on 3+. 1 critical, 2 misses. I think I will use the critical on this one behind us. 6. He is dead. Holding back the darkness. 3 will fail. The rats will go. He's going to get 2 combat dice, 3 combat dice, 2 combat dice. So rolling 7 die against us. Again, they hit on a 3+, just like we do. And they scored hits on everything but 1. So we'll be defending 6 hits. We have a defense of 3+. And we've defended all but 1. So we take 1 more wound. Roll for movement. And we do not get a grit. Rolling R3 combat. We've got 3 hits. Excellent. No criticals, but that's okay. These guys actually, I just realized, because of our Ronin's helmet, I keep remembering these things. Our Ronin's helmet gives us -1 against any enemy's defense. Or rather, the Ronin's helmet gives the enemies -1 to their defense. Any enemy that does not have fear, terror, unspeakable terror. So these are going to be straight up rolls. As long as we get 3 or higher, they will be dead. So this guy first. 5, he is dead. This guy. 4, he is dead. And last but not least, a 1. Oh no, he's only got 1 wound. Ay. Well, you win some, you almost win others. Okay, holding back the darkness. A 6 will fail again, getting us another darkness card. This darkness card is Shifty Eyes. Select 1 random ally. If no allies, add D3 Growing Dread cards. Wow. Alright. So we're going to be adding 1. We can handle that. And again, we play them immediately in this scenario. So our Growing Dread card is Dripping Gore. All heroes are -1 initiative in the first turn of the next fight. Okay? Doesn't affect us right now, but we will keep that in mind. The rat is going to go. He only gets 1 combat die this time. He scores a hit. Let's see if we defend. We do not. Let's see if our armor absorbs any of it. And we take 1 wound out of 3. Let's roll for movement. No grit. I'm sure we will slice and dice this rat to bitter pieces. Oh yeah, 3 hits. A 3, a 7, and a 2. He is dead. Alright. Let's catch our breath. D3 plus 1 from our locket. 2. So we'll heal 2 wounds. And let's draw our loot card. And we draw golden nuggets. D6 times $50. $150. Not bad. Alright, now to make our way back to the other side of the mine, holding back the darkness. A 6 will fail again. We are not being very lucky with our hold back the darkness rolls this game. Rolling for movement. 3. Holding back the darkness. A 5, my god. Alright, Growing Dread. Let's see what that gets us. Spectre of the Forgotten. Tearing at your body and soul, the nameless, angry spirits of the past jealously claw and scratch at the life they can never again enjoy. Every hero must pass a Spirit 5+ test or discard 1 side bag token. Alright. Our spirit is 3. We'll roll 3 die, and we need a 5+ on one of them. And we fail. So we will discard 1 bandage token. Okay, rolling for movement. 1, at least we gain a grit. Holding back the darkness. 7 is good. Rolling for movement. 2, my god, come on. 2. Holding back the darkness. An 11 is good, finally. Rolling for movement. 3. And let's look through and see what we get. A long passage. Womp womp. Passage tiles do not get an encounter token, so holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Let's roll for movement. And we've got 5. Looking through to the next room. We've got a rail curve. Our exploration token is a gate and 1 attack. Okay, well that makes that room a dead end. So let's also do everything we need to do to see if we add stuff to this final room. First, let's see which direction the gate is. The gate's going to be off to the side. That's going to be an empty space. Okay, so let's see if there is going to be a dead-end showdown on top of this attack. Remember, a 1, we add a high threat. A 2, 3, another regular threat, and a 4, 5, 6 is nothing. And nothing. So let's see what we are fighting in this last room. 1 hell vermin. Okay, this will be our final fight. I figured we'd zoom in a little bit. Now we are -1 to our initiative, but he would be going first anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference here. And just to remind everyone, hell vermins, they have an initiative of 6, fear 2, they regenerate 2 wounds at the start of each turn. Their to hit rolls of 6 count as 1 corruption hit to the hero, and they are immune to critical hits. They have 3 combat, hitting on 4+. They have 4 damage, 2 defense, and 13 health. To begin, let's hold back the darkness. 7 is good. The hell vermin is going to go first. He has a movement of 8. We'll go right there. We'll square off against him. He is going to roll 3 combat die. He hits on a 4+, so he has 2 hits, 1 corruption bite, and this misses. Roll our 2 defense for his regular hits first. We have a 3+ defense, so we defend 1, we take 1. And then let's roll for our corruption hit. We defend. He's scoring 4 wounds. Let's roll for our armor. We need a 5+ to ignore those wounds. And we take 2 wounds. Rolling for movement. No grit. Rolling our 3 combat against him. 2 hits, 1 miss. These are going to be -2 to the roll. So we've got 4 minus 2 is 2, 8 minus 2 is 6. 8 wounds. That actually brings us within 10 points of being able to level up. Let's roll for his Fear 2. And we take 2 sanity damage. We're going to spend 5 Fury and do our Whirlwind Strike. Every adjacent model immediately takes 1 hit that does damage equal to a peril die plus our hero level. And he still has his 2 defense, so our level 2 and his defense 2 cancel each other out, so it's going to be an even die roll. 5 more wounds, which kills him. He is dead. Well, that was very quick. Once again, we are victorious. Let's see what we have won. Let's draw our loot for defeating the Hell Vermin. We drew gold nuggets, D6 times $50. D6 times $50, $100. Our mission reward. Each hero receives 25 XP, as well as $50 times the number of steps on the depth tracker. So we've gone down 4 steps, so that's an additional $200. Since this was such a quick mission, let's go ahead and level our hero up. We need to roll 2d6 to see what his level upgrade is going to be. 9. Plus 2 side bag token capacity. Also gain d6 health. Let's see how much health we're gaining. And 5. I think that we're going to begin going down the Journeyman line. So we're going to take Journeyman 1 on the road. You may start every adventure with a free Fire Saki token, +1 lore, and +1 to your movement. Well, alright gang. Thanks once again for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the adventures of Hattori Hanzo.